The Bushy and Bobo Show, a healthy scratch podcast. Here's your hosts, Kyle Bush and Brian Rager.
Yo, welcome back to episode 31, The Bushy and Bobo Show.
31!
On nothealthyscratch.ca. Don't type that in your web browser. It will not take you anywhere.
And you will not get a nudie site for it either.
Who knows? Healthy Scratch could be... You did. All right.
Male genitalia, just scratch.
Did you ever type in Healthy Scratch and then pot and see what pops up? It's not us. It's Bob Ross. And in fact, that's who pops up.
The absolute legend.
Yeah,
actually, do you know they're doing a skip the dishes or one of those food delivery services? There's doing like a imitation joy of painting or whatever.
Are you kidding me?
I heard it on the TV the other day. I'm just like, because I thought it was actually on, so I go to the TV, and no, it was just a commercial. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed.
That's hilarious. Well, anyway, with Bob Ross watching over you, your every move. Today we're gonna do another little fun thing because the Sporkle stuff we did was pretty good time, and there's no shortage of those. So I don't care. I would do more of those.
Yeah, absolutely.
We had such fun whenever that was a while ago doing our original 6 draft that we decided we're going to do another draft.
An enforcer draft. But
well, we did the enforcer draft offline, and let's just say one of us misplaced where the results were. I don't know who it was.
It was
But
Bob.
we're not naming names. Bob maybe knows.
Yeah,
it was me. I don't know where they went. So we'll do that one again. But we want to tweak it a little bit. So I think it's going to be even better the next time we do it. But today, what we are going to do is an all nationality draft. So rules of the draft are: we are picking a country. We are picking players from that country that
are currently in the NHL.
Currently in the show. And we have to fill out 4 forward lines, 3 defense pairs, 2 goalies, and try and compare and see like who might have the best team. And I don't really know how we would do that. So all of our listeners,
I do have an idea. Like I could make two custom teams on NHL and just sim it.
That is a awesome idea. Best of 7 series.
And you know what?
Okay.
I might be able to do that and upload. I'll try to upload it onto the YouTubes too.
That'd be pretty funny to see because we've done it before. Our first version of Healthy Scratch. Remember we did that? We did we did an expansion draft for like, what was the team?
Oh my God, yeah. Quebec.
Remember?
And I think we both did it.
Too.
We did a Quebec and Seattle or something like that.
Yeah, we did a double expansion. And then we did a game to see whose team would be better. Yeah. Wow, we could.
Let's just say it wasn't too good for me because I had Michael Del Zotto picked in 3rd overall or something like that.
We could do that, but we could also maybe eventually, because I don't have any of this pulled up. I just have the player stats, but we could look at their advanced stats, their wins above replacement and stuff, and compare and be like, well, who did you pick here? So
have 2 different ways of looking at it there.
We're flying a little blind, but everyone will know these players. They're all recent, right? So Brian is gonna have the first pick. We're not doing a snake draft because it's 2 people, so it's just gonna go back and forth. We are drafting these live. So the last one that we did for original 6 draft,
we did it offline.
Draft, we made it look really nice, and then we revealed who we were picking. It made it a little bit quicker. But this is our show, so anyone that has a problem with us taking our time, blow it out your ass.
Yeah, kick rocks.
But keep listening. Like subscribe and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
And just rip us in the comments.
And our Twitter and Facebook. But other than that,
not the website.
Let's get into this, right? So I'm gonna pull up the draft board here. Boom.
The draft board. Bingo bango.
So as you can see, Bushy's with his Excel sheets again. I like my Excel sheets.
Which I told him earlier. I told you earlier today. I was on TSN's Instagram. Oh, speaking of which, We do now have an Instagram, healthy_scratch_hockey.
Well, that's how you know it's about hockey. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that they
Well,
put the hockey.
everything else is pretty much taken, so I was
Healthy
able to get
scratch
something like that.
_69 was taken.
Yeah.
You're telling me that with a straight face? Yeah, it probably was.
Yeah, it's probably like a dick site.
But I have another Excel sheet open right here, just so you know. I've got two. You can't see it, but anyway.
But I was telling Bushy that there is World Championship Excel.
And
like
I don't know what
Microsoft
that
Excel.
means. So is it like?
I don't either. I tried watching it. I just saw it. It was like a Zoom thing, like an Excel sheet, and it was just like an Asian
They
guy
time
just
you
going
like
ham on Excel.
Yeah, they're timing you like sorting by column. They're like, how quick can he do it? Right, format cells.
Yeah, go to double Z 58 and
yeah, just like the crazy shit you can do. Auto
equation
sum.
Yeah.
All right. So some of these guys, I don't know their like actual positions though. It says forward.
If you were to click on them, actually.
Oh, are we talking on that little site you were talking about?
Yeah. No, it just says forward.
Balls. All right. Well, we'll figure it out. I'm just gonna fill up
forward
lines. I don't really care what they play.
If it's a right wing, left, yeah, just forwards.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Bobo
first overall
is going to take it away.
For the Swedish meatballs, we are taking defenseman Victor Hedman.
Well, that is a pretty good pick, I would like to say.
It is.
Do you care to justify this selection at all, or?
Well, he played a full 82 game season and he had 85 points. So over a point a game as a defenseman, like, how do you say no to that? He's big boy. He can lay the body. He's great all over the ice.
And you know what? I didn't even think you needed to justify it. I think he's the best Swedish player in the league by far. Okay. With pick number 2 overall, I am going to go with a Calgary Flame. I'm going to go with goalie Jacob Markstrom. The reason that I'm going with Jacob Markstrom is because I don't think there's a lot of great Swedish goalies in the league right now, which was actually a little bit shocking to me. Because I just remember, Lundqvist, and like it was just he was always there. So I was looking at them going like, wow, there's really not a lot of like really awesome goalies. So I have to take a goalie because I think,
and he is the best goalie available.
Right, going with best goalie available. I'll grab him. Okay, so wait, Team Bobo is going to be Team Meatball. I will be.
That describes everything. What, Team IKEA?
There you go. We'll do that. It just describes exactly about Sweden. That's
exactly
what
we know.
All right, Team Meatball is on the clock.
Jesus. So that's goalies. Like, I feel like if I don't take one soon, I feel like you're gonna just go in there and just snipe one.
No.
Snipe the other goalie.
No way.
Because that's something that you would do.
That is something I would do.
So I'm just gonna get my goalie, and I feel like there's tons of forwards I can still get later on. Even if you do take, I don't think you're gonna take who I'm going for. So I'm gonna take who I think is the next best goalie. I'm going with Robin Lehner.
All right, I kind of figured that was the case there. That's what we call starting a run, kids. Is we make him pick the ones that we don't want, and we go from there.
Well, you're taking Allmark.
So are we going with no, because I don't really care about backup right now, but Leonard's got like a broken hip or something. He might be out for the year.
He's going to be out for this upcoming season. He's going to be out for the year. Hopefully he can come back there, but who's that? Was it the Canada-Latvia game or whatever? Or, like, Vegas has a prospect playing right now in the juniors and a goalie, and I forget what game it was, but I think it was Latvia. He was doing pretty well considering it was playing against Canada.
I'm not sure actually. Well, I'm kind of looking at who I want to pick here with Team IKEA's second pick. It's interesting because there's like a chunk of players that are like elite, and then it's like, okay, they're all good, right?
Yeah.
I'm I'm gonna go with, if you have the best defenseman, I have the best goalie. I have to go with the best forward. So I'm gonna grab from the Nashville Predators, Philip Forsberg. I feel like that's something that I gotta do, because if you have Victor Hedman, I need to somehow, supplement that with
try to counter
some
that
scoring a little bit. He had 84 points in like 69 games, so he's probably the most elite forward of the group. He just signed a huge deal with Nashville too, like 8-year extension, right? So I will go with Philip Forsberg.
You know what? I'm going the next guy right down that list. Going with Elias Lindholm, point a game player.
He was a Selke finalist as well. So there you go. You get a little defensive forward there. All right, I am going to go and dip into the defenseman market, and I'm going a little bit by some potential as well. I'm going to go with Buffalo Sabres Rasmus Dahlin. Now, he actually had a pretty good season. I didn't even realize, like, quietly, he had 53 points in 80 games. Now, he's minus 22 because he's on Buffalo, but I thought that was pretty good. 13 goals. He's only 21 years old. So I will.
That's a good pick. I think like that's.
There's not a lot of elite defensemen, because you got to grab Hedman. I got to get somebody, right?
You got to get someone solid there.
Yeah, because you might do what I would do, is just keep taking defensemen, and then I'm screwed.
And I am taking defenseman next. I'm going to go with John Klingberg.
All right, Anaheim Ducks. I like that.
Why? Just why not?
I think he probably misjudged the market a little bit. He actually got rid of his agent like midway through free agency, or like a day before. Yeah, I don't know. I think I think he thought he was going to get like a huge deal somewhere, and he just didn't. So
didn't happen.
Went to the Ducks for a year, but now he can probably dip in next year too, and he would be like a trade deadline asset. I like that Pat Verbeek signed him for Anaheim. That was a pretty good deal, because their defense is not the greatest. So having Klingberg will be. He only had 6 goals. I was interested in that, because I thought he was a little bit more offensive than that, but they do have
only 47 points in 74 games there, but
But Dallas does have like Heiskanen, right? Like they do have like a better defenseman, so maybe he's not getting the first power play reps and things like that. So, which is kind of, 250 power play time on ice is kind of. I mean, it's up.
He'll have the opportunity on Team Meatball.
But you look at Hedman, he had like 335. He's out there all the time. Like he's not.
Yeah.
Heiskanen's going to be the guy, right? Okay, I am going to go. I have my offensive defenseman. I'm going to go with my defensive defenseman. I'm going to take Rasmus Andersson. I actually really like him. He's quietly like a really solid defenseman on the Flames, and kind of a rough tumble type of guy. And he had a lot of points too. 50 points. Figure that one out.
There you go.
Played every single game. So I like that. And I'll pair him with Rasmus Dahlin to kind of offset the offense and the defense there.
All right. I'm going to go with Leafs legend Willie Nylander.
Billy!
Little Billiam Nylander.
Where are we going to throw him on? Left wing here? I think he is a left winger, right?
Yeah, we'll throw him there. It's I don't know. I think he's good size, good player. Just plays for the Leafs.
Yeah, that's the only downfall, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go with another stud point per game player. I'm going to go with the Rangers' Mika Zibanejad. And I mean, I feel like he's one of the Rangers' most important players. People kind of look at Panarin, right? Like that's the guy. I think Zibanejad's the one that really makes him tick. So, and he's been getting better every year too. So
if there's no Zibanejad, would Panarin be?
Oh yeah, he still would. It's just, I think Zibanejad.
I think he brings up. I think it brings him to that next. I think it brings him up to that next level there.
Like if he was a free agent this year, he'd be the number one sought after, like more than Gaudreau.
Yeah,
for sure. All right, you are now on the clock. Team Meatball.
Right. And we're going straight to Vancouver. We're taking Petey
Pedersen.
and
so
not the one that was, and not the one that was just drafted. Hey, why you take him on your team? You put him on your team.
That's so weird that actually happened. What?
Hey, dummy! Look at the team.
I want him.
You put him on Team IKEA. No. Yeah, I found that like he looks just like him too. So
that's so weird.
I think he should wear number 04 instead of.
Man, some of these guys here. I am going to go with. Oh, this is actually one that I just realized I have to go with. I'm going to draft from the Avalanche, Gabe Landeskog. And I think he's only down on this list because he got hurt. He only played 51 games. We had 59 points.
Yeah.
So I'll just throw him.
I was looking at him and was hoping to get him next round, but.
Well, you can't.
But I'm going to go with someone here. Maybe taking a chance early.
Okay.
From the Detroit Red Wings, Lucas Raymond.
You're not taking a chance. The guy's a stud. And I hate your guts for taking him.
The fact he was only 19 years old, like.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he got 30 goals. Or no, 23. I lied. But he'll get 30 this year, 100%.
57 points.
I'd put money on that for sure.
Rookie year. Why not?
Mm-hmm. I am going to. Let's see. Looking at some of these guys, some goal scorers up there. I am going to grab a younger defenseman here that is up and coming. I'm going to grab Gustav Forsling from the Panthers. And it's just because I kind of want to grab my third defenseman here. I mean, it's one of those things like looking at some of the forwards. I feel like there are some that you can definitely fill in here. But I like Forsling just because he's a younger guy and he's an up-and-comer for sure.
I am going to be taking a defenseman here as well. I'm going to be taking Sebastian Aho.
Ooh.
Only played 36 games, only 12 points this year, but
I like him. He is good. He's a good defenseman. I like where your head's at. A little off the board, but sometimes off the board is fun to do. Let's go with. Shockingly, this guy had a lot of points, and I will take him. I'm going to go with the Devils' Jesper Bratt. I was shocked to find out that he had 73 points in 76 games. He led the team.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I don't know if he's a centerman, but I'm going to put him on the wing here. Boom. Jesper Bratt. Guy that I didn't know had that many points, and he clearly did. So.
All right, so then what are we going to do here?
Round 9, by the way, flying through the draft.
Yeah, this is actually going a lot quicker than I thought we would be.
Oh, yeah. There's not that many players to pick from, right? It's kind of like obvious law. Let's look and grab this guy, right?
Yeah, so we're just going to take the next best available player there.
Carl Grundstrom?
Go with Andre Burakovsky.
All right, yeah.
We're taking Burakovsky there.
Let's put him on the right wing here. Burakovsky. Fun fact, he's the only guy on that. Remember that Swedish team we interviewed for the U17?
Yes.
He's the only one that needed that translator.
Well,
remember that? He never.
He could talk meatball all day.
100%. You know what? F it. We're gonna get a little bit of blast from the past here, and maybe if his ankles didn't explode on him, he'd be really good. I'm gonna go with Erik Karlsson.
I was looking at taking him next, just as a
Karlsson, just because I feel like he needs to. If he was healthy, right? I think
exactly. That's the thing. And if I do this NHL simulation or whatever, I'll do it with injuries off, obviously, and hope for the best during the series. All right, so we're gonna go then.
Wow, this is kind of interesting. I'm trying to find someone on here. I can't find them on the list. Oh, there he is. Never mind. I lied.
Means he wasn't a top 26 player.
All right. Wait,
We're gonna go.
You're up.
No, I'm up. Over there. Yeah. No, I do want to get this player. I'm gonna go with Joel Eriksson Ek.
Eriksson.
I just like the name. I don't know. Pretty good season. No, pretty good season.
He did.
What, 49 points? 24 years old.
Mm-hmm. I like the pick. I'm going to. Let's see here. You know what? Kind of a younger guy. I'm going to throw him on my second line here. I'm going to go with Adrian Kempe. And I had no idea that he was Swedish, but apparently he is.
And for that reason, you take?
I have to actually, I want to look that up because I had no idea. Adrian Kempe. I thought he was like American or something. Native of Kramfors, Sweden. Wow. Okay.
Well then.
Well, the more you know.
The more you know. You know what? We're going to go with a former first-round pick in 2018. We're going to go with defenseman Adam Boqvist.
Okay. I like that pick, that younger guy.
Yeah, 21 years old, 22 points, 52 games.
Okay, I gotta find him on the list because I saw him. I was actually gonna highlight him because I was gonna maybe take him, but like a little bit later. Okay. I am going to go with. Now this is an interesting one. Another guy that's also hurt, but I need a guy on my center for my scoring line. Is going to go with Nicholas Backstrom. So there we go.
All right.
Washington. I think he might be out for the year. He might be like done, but right now he's not. So
No,
if you
alive.
can take
He's
Leonard,
still
I'm taking Backstrom.
Exactly. Why
He
not,
had
right?
31 points in 47 games. So if he played a full season, he's probably hitting 70 or more.
Yeah.
He's playing with Ovi, right? So.
What do we want to do now?
Here's what I'm going to do. Watch this. Just so the listeners or the watchers of this video can see this whole thing. Like this, and I'm going to go.
Oh, good guy.
Rap.
Good guy. All right. You know what? We're gonna work on that third line right now.
We actually have the exact same positions filled out.
Hey, let's
There you
go.
go.
We're working on that third line there with Ricard Raquel.
Nice. That's a great pick. I was actually really looking at him right now just because, and I think he's a winner. So I'll put him on the
I
winning
feel like he'd be good on a third line here.
He re-signed with Pittsburgh too, so that's actually like an interesting one. Yeah, that's actually not a bad pick at all.
You haven't ripped any of my picks today, so
No.
So
Even the somewhere it was like a reach. I was like, I like that. I like the player.
Like the Raymond one I thought was a little bit of a reach, but you know what?
Which one?
The Raymond one, but his stats don't lie. So
Nah, that wasn't a reach. The one that I would think would maybe be a reach is like Sebastian Aho.
Yeah,
I wasn't gonna
fair
touch
enough.
him, but that's the only one where it's like, hey, if you want to, grab him. That's funny. The other Sebastian Aho's from Finland. Figure that one out. Okay. Who the hell is that? I'm gonna look this up because I don't know who that is. That's interesting. Oh, they just spelled it wrong. Where is Hockey DBs? There he is. Oh, that is the guy. All right. Okay. Cool. All right. I'm gonna go. You know what? I want a solid third line, kind of more defensive center. So I'm going to go with Michael Backlund.
All right.
Mikael Backlund. There you go.
So I'm going to go with my third defensive start on this third defensive pairing, and I think he is the third defensive pairing at this point in his career. Hopefully he's not wearing the bag when he shows up to Team Meatball. We're going with OEL.
Okay. Big
I don't think
Canucks guy there.
I'm going to take him on that third pairing. I think that's where he's best suited here.
Yeah, probably at this point in his career. Well, on the Canucks, he might be second
In
pair.
Canucks land, he would be second pair, but but in this he'll be third.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I gotta dip in this. I'm gonna go with a. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm gonna go with an old Red Wing here. I'm gonna go with Goose Nyquist. He's still on the board, and I mean he does score a lot.
Yes.
So I think for that, why'd I put Byquist? It sounds like a Nyquist. I miss Goose. He was fun to watch. I never had a problem with him.
Well,
Wait, do I have
anything else about him?
What's that?
Anything else about him?
I mean, he wore number 14, and he played at the University of Maine.
There you go.
And he was their captain. I think it was University of Maine. I might have made that up, but he played college hockey.
He played college hockey. There you
That's
go.
It.
We're finishing up our defensive.
Wait, where the hell's Carl Hagelin? Is he in here? He's Swedish. Where the hell is he? Oh, he's wait. There he is. Yeah, he played for Michigan. There you go. That's just jog my memory. Okay, you go.
We're finishing up our defense here. We're taking from Calgary there, Oliver Kylington.
It's Shillington. Did you know that?
Shillington, Kylington, potato. 24 years old. You know what? We'll let him play that bottom pair. Fight for that second pair.
Okay. I am going to grab another goal scorer who's kind of, I think he was hurt a little bit last year, but he's on the Kings now. I'm going to go with Victor Arvidsson. I really like my top 9.
Do ya?
Yeah, I do. I do, actually, now that you ask.
Well, then, I'm going to obviously continue on my forwards here. We're going to go with the guy, again, I think now in his career, he's a bottom 6 forward. But we're going to go with Marcus Johansson back in Washington.
Yes. Okay, I got to find. There he is. Marcus Joe. M. Joe. So wait, is he center maybe?
Yeah. We'll throw him there.
All right. Joe, I don't even know if he is or not. Marcus
If
Johansson.
not, he is now.
Okay. Now, I know I should probably... It's funny, I'm looking at some of these like kind of more fourth line guys. Or am I just going to go pure talent? You know, on the fourth line. I think you got to go pure talent. I have a few guys that can penalty kill, right? I got Backlund. I mean, Landeskog could probably do it. Anderson, Forsling. You got Lindholm, so that's kind of a good one. Still a lot of good players on the board, which is kind of interesting for all this. Man, do I get a power play specialist? Or do I get a fourth line guy? Or do I get some guy that used to have 40 goals? Okay. I'm going to go with a guy that... No.
No.
No, I'm going to go with Victor Olofsson. Just because he is like a stud on the power play, and I would put him there anyway. So I'm gonna go Victor Olofsson. Right here. Oh, whoops. Olofsson. All right. You're on the clock.
Well, we are going to take a centerman here. Just making sure that he isn't taken. We're going to take Cal Yarncroc.
Yarncroc. That's the guy I was talking about. I was like a solid guy you could put on like your fourth line.
Actually, we're going to put him on third line center and then move Johansson to the right wing.
If you tell me what to do one more time.
What are you going to do?
Nothing. Well, I'm all talk.
Exactly.
Okay. Exactly.
I got my assistant GM here to just whip you with his paintbrushes.
Okay. Next pick.
I really like my top 9.
Shut up. Okay. Next pick. I'm gonna go. I'll grab my backup goalie here. I'm gonna grab Linus Ullmark.
Fuck you. I was just gonna do that on this next
Woo! Pick. Bam. All right, Bobo. Who do you want to pick?
Know what? For the fourth line on the wing, we're gonna take Jakob Silfverberg.
Ooh. Silfverberg. He didn't play the whole year either. Okay, so it's S-I-L-F. It's Silfverberg.
Silfverberg, yeah.
Silf. He's not
Verberg.
a center, is he?
He's a winger.
Silfverberg. All right. I see you. How about I'm gonna get a fourth line grinder in there. I'm gonna grab Patrick Hornqvist.
All right.
Hornqvist. He can also be a pest in front of the net for a power play if I really wanted to. Although I think he might not make my power play unit. We'll see.
We're gonna go with another Canuck here. Nils Hoglander.
Nils.
He's a winger.
All right. Nils Hoglander. There you go. He had a good year the year before. He kind of tapered off last year, right?
Yeah, I think this year you'll see him. I know, like we talked a bit about it on the last episode too, was how he had a really pretty good start to the season, then just again sort of dropped off. Hopefully now with more of these guys that are coming in, more of the up tempo speed, it'll really give him the chance to take off and make that next stride.
Literally.
Hey.
All right, so I'm gonna take. This actually is probably a pretty solid fourth line center. I'm gonna take Alex Wenberg as my fourth line centerman. I think he's on Seattle, right? He got picked in that, and then he got a 5-year deal.
To eat fish all day.
Yeah.
All right, so I need a centerman or a goaltender.
Wait, why do we have? Oh, do you want to do spares too?
We can.
Three rounds of spare players if you want spare parts.
All right, then I'll take my Tendy. I'll take Hellberg.
It's so funny how, for some reason, Detroit signed him, and then he played one game, right? I said that on a pod before, where it was he played one, the last game of the year against the Devils, and he played okay, and they won the game. People were screaming for this guy. It's he's what was he 30? He's 31.
He's 30 years old.
4 NHL games. It's I don't know if
he's a
that's
backup.
Really the guy to do, but I don't know.
He's an AHL starter, NHL backup.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm gonna go with one of my third line defensemen. I think a perfect third line D-man be Matthias Ekholm. from the Predators. Bobo on the clock. In round 20.
Flying. Round 20 already, eh?
Mm-hmm.
So winger. I don't want him to put him in left center, so we're not going to take him. I hate how it just says forward on here.
Yeah, you have to kind of like figure out what they. Yeah.
You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna take them. We'll throw them on in our spares. We're gonna take Carl Hagelin on as one of our
Carl
reserve.
Hagelin. There he is, Carl. He is a centerman, isn't he?
He's a winger.
Okay. For my other defenseman, I am gonna grab. I'm going to grab Jonas Brodin from the Minnesota Wild.
There we go. Now we have a centerman here who we're going to take. We have his his brother on the team. So now we're going to take Jesper Boqvist as the centerman.
Are they brothers?
Yeah.
I don't even know where that guy plays.
Jesper plays for the Devils.
I had no idea they were brothers. Are you making that up?
No.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. There's something you know that. There
well, he is. The internet helps me on that. So
the internet is a thing.
It is.
A thing. Okay, so now I'm picking spares. I am going to grab a spare defenseman here, just based on potential. I'm going to go with Timothy Liljegren.
Liljegren.
Yeah, I remember he was supposed to. He was rated like top 10 or 5 in that draft, and he got hurt in his draft year, and he fell to the Leafs at like 18 or 19. I remember watching that.
We're going to take a guy that was involved in one of the biggest fleece trades. We're going to take defenseman Adam Larson.
Oh, yeah, that was
the Taylor Hall trade.
Interesting one, yeah.
But he's 29 years old, so we'll sub him in if we need to.
Okay. I am gonna go with another potential stud. He's only played 9 games in the show, but I'm gonna go with William Eklund from the Sharks. He's like 19 years old.
All right. Are you doing the third one? Has to be a goalie or?
Nah, whatever you want.
All right.
There's not really any good goalies anymore anyway.
Leonard, you better stay out.
We'll do a best of the rest when we're done. Last round, last pick for both of us.
Like, why is Louis Eriksson looking at me? I don't want you.
Louis Eriksson.
We're going to take this guy just off of his name. Actually, let's see his stats first. He played 22 NHL games. Okay. We're going to take from the Chicago Blackhawks. Oh, never mind. He's a goalie. Fuck him.
Wait, who?
We're going to take Arvid Soderblom.
Oh.
Bloom. But
the Red Wings have a Soderblom. Elmer. He's like 6'8". See if he makes the team this year.
What are we doing? Give me forward Frederick Karlstrom.
Who? Who are we looking at here?
Frederick Karlstrom plays for Dallas.
He's played 3 games. Who is this clown? Karlstrom? Well, I mean, he's going to be your 55 overall on your team, huh?
Oh,
All right. Frederick Karlstrom is off the board, guys. Holy shit.
Let's just take it.
What the fuck?
There's no way in hell I'm taking Louis Eriksson.
All right, I'm going to take Isaac Lundestrom from the Ducks because he is like 22 years old and he had 30 points in 80 games, and he's a young kid, so Lundestrom. All right, there they are. If you guys want to check out Team Meatball, let's break them down real quick, okay? So Team Meatball is Team Bobo. Let's go through and check them out. So the top line of Nylander, Lindholm, Raymond, very strong. What I would say, Lindholm, I like the defensive aspect of his game, even though he does have a lot of points too. Point per game player and defensive. So love the first line. I spelled Eriksson wrong, so I'm going to change that because that's going to bother me.
There you go.
So Eriksson, Elias Pettersson, Burakovsky. Pretty good second line, I think. I mean, Pettersson, did he have, what did he do this year? I mean,
he took a step back
points,
this year.
32 goals, right? But you want him to be more than that for sure, right? Burakovsky had a decent season with Seattle. 61 points.
60 at 32 and 36 for Pettersson.
Yeah. And then Raquel, I mean, he's basically in real life, he's like a second line player, right? So that's pretty good. Marcus Johansson, Kyle Yarncroke. All right. I mean, Kyle Yarncroke was at one time a really highly regarded Red Wings prospect that got traded for David Legwand somehow. And then Marcus Johansson is just a solid top 9 guy. So they definitely fill out those spots.
He's the third line. When I think Marcus Johansson, in his state of his career, he's a guy that's a solid third liner.
Mm-hmm. And then Silverberg, Boqvist, Hoglander. I mean, that's a pretty good fourth line too. If you're looking at some potential with the middle two or the Boqvist and Hoglander, right? So, yeah, I kind of like that. I gotta look something up here real quick. Okay, boom. And then defense. I mean, Hedman. I mean, clearly, best player, best defenseman in the league.
Yeah, best player in this draft.
Klingberg, another good offensive puck moving type defenseman. The Aho pick, I was like, okay, that's a little high, but I mean, he's kind of a younger guy too. I like Boqvist. He was in that Seth Jones trade. And then Ekman Larson, I mean, there's your other veteran. And then Chillington coming into his own with Calgary. Defensemen take a while to develop. So you want to see around 25, which is where Chillington is, right? They start to kind of figure it out. Then obviously Robin Leonard is clearly the second best goalie, right? And then Hellberg, we just talked about him. Hagelin, Larson, Carl. But the thing is, and I mean, I think the diamond in the rough is definitely Frederick Karlsson from the Texas Stars. 24 years of age, Stockholm, Sweden. His youth team was Trangsons IF. He's 6'2", which is 189 centimeters. He's 196 pounds, 89 kgs. Shoots left, which is what you want, right? In your third.
That's exactly what we want there.
750,000 cap. Playing in Texas.
So he shoots that, but he holds his water bottle in his right hand.
Yeah, and also happy birthday, Philip Forsberg. He's 28 today. His father is Kent Karlstrom. He has 2 cousins, Marcus and David, and they might have played as well.
Do they show his how he wears his tie? He wears a nice clip-on.
When sometimes they're really nice clip-ons, and you just have to find the right one, the right pattern.
It's probably a nice Swedish one.
Yeah, and the collar makes a difference too. But he had a silver medal in the World Juniors. He has had a one-time TV Puckin bronze medal, and also he's an SHL champion with let's see here. Where did he play? He's played 3 games for the Dallas Stars. He got his first point this season. 29 games for the Texas Stars. And but he was with like the Vasco Lakers. He's been with AIK and Linkoping and all the household names.
All the big names there in Sweden.
AIK is the place that he was for a long time. IFK, Tabby HC, Trangsons, obviously his youth program. Love that pick from Team Meatball of Frederick Karlstrom. And anyway, so Team Bushy, Team IKEA. What do you think? I went and broke down your team. You break down mine.
They're okay.
Then there you have it.
No, they said your top 3 lines.
Did we even tell everybody that this is Sweden? We did Sweden, guys. I don't know if we said that at the beginning of the pod, but if you've made it this far,
and you didn't get it from the Team Meatball and Team IKEA, then like I said, your top 3 lines I really like, and even that 4th line, it's said there's nothing wrong with that. I forgot that Landeskog was still available when you got him. You got the best goalie. Points,
right? Like,
yeah, you got the best goalie available, like in this draft, and solid defense. Like I said, the Erik Karlsson one is like, I was hoping to get him on the 3rd, like put him in my 3rd pairing, but
I didn't really want him, to be honest. I was just like, well, you're
going. We'll see how he does in this sim.
My 2nd pair, I could flip my 2nd and 3rd pair, and I'd be okay with it.
Yeah,
because I like Ekholm and Brodin like kind of better than but Forsling was young and he had a decent season, and I mean Karlsson, and
that's the thing, right? Like you had the potential there to flip line, like just like mine, like where you can sort of flip guys up. Like you could put Raquel up on that 2nd line for me. You could do the same thing on your defensive pairing. Like you have that interchangeable there.
Like what I tried to do with the scratches was I'm gonna try and get like some younger, like almost like prospect level guys. But Lundestrom had a really good season. For Anaheim, but he was a 1st round pick. Eklund was too, so was Liljegren. So I was actually looking at Alex Holtz too from the Devils because he's only played like 9 games as well. But I think he was the same draft as Raymond. I don't remember, but yeah. So now like
I feel like this would be a very good matchup. It would be.
It would be that now if we do some other nationalities down the line. They're like your 3rd and 4th line are going to be like, wow, like who do I take here? Because like there's not that much depth. But
yeah,
like Russia and Finland did some good ones. There's some that we just can't do. Like Germany, they don't have enough guys, right?
No.
So
it's almost like we had to do a team. It's almost like we'd have to do a team Europe.
We could
like the best of the rest,
or go like, okay, we're going to combine the Czech Republic, Slovakia, and Slovenia.
It's Czechia.
Or we're gonna do like Germany with Austria and like
Belarus.
I don't know, stuff like that. So you want to do best of the rest here? I'm just kind of looking through some of the players we didn't pick. So big head Pierre Engvall. There's no fucking way I'm taking that guy with his helmet that's 18 feet above his head. Andreas Janssen was the guy I was going, wait, who is this? Because on their site it says Johnson, so it's supposed to be Janssen, but he was the one that was with the Leafs and had like 40-something points. He's with the Devils now. Kind of like went away.
Okay.
William Karlsson was another interesting one because he had 41 goals the first year with Vegas. He only had 12 last year, so he's got worse. One guy that I did maybe was looking at 4th line was Jesper Fost because he's a solid guy. Rasmus Asplund, is he Buffalo? I think. Hampus Lindholm. Lindholm was a guy that I was he's still there. Oscar Lindblom, Matthias Janmark, Adam Larson, you picked, so that's gone. Oscar Sundqvist,
Louis Eriksson,
Wings, Anton Strawman, Jonathan Dahlen was used to be a Canucks guy, right? Victor Rask, Johan Larson, you didn't pick. Yeah, you did pick him. No, you didn't. It's a different Larson. Alex Edler still available. Louis Eriksson weirdly didn't get drafted. Marcus Peterson. Eric Gustafsson. Now we're getting it. Like Rasmus Sandin was a young guy. I thought maybe Carl Hagelin, you picked him. Eric Brandstrom is another young guy. Gustav Lindstrom on the wings. And like going down, like some of them are like, Philip Broberg is a young prospect too on the Oilers, 20 years old. Elias Anderson, I feel like has been around for 18 years. But he's only 23. Like I said, Alex Holtz was a guy. The only other 2 goalies that were here There was a few like Felix Sandstrom, Arvid Soderblom, like you were talking about, and then the only other one that I knew was Hugo Alnefelt, and he's I think he was a Lightning prospect. He was like a highly regarded Swedish like goaltending prospect. So that's one I could have picked for like potential, but I mean there wasn't really anyone like amazing left on the board. There's definitely some NHL players, right?
Yeah, some vets, like there's some guys there with some
you could
experience.
Make another
it all depends
team.
on.
You can make another team with all these guys. We could have had a 3-team draft, right? So, this is
should have had Hursty and all that.
Oh God, he would have offered you 15 trades as we were going.
Hey, Bushy, listen. I'll trade you.
Oh my God. So that concludes the Nationality Team Sweden draft. Let us know what you think. Who has the better team? Who do you think would win in a NHL 22 simulation? Is it 22 or 23? I don't get them anymore.
22 out right now.
Yeah, 22. Yeah, so I'm
reinstalling it as we speak. So, and then I'll make some sweet jerseys for Team IKEA and Team Meatball.
Oh, that would be bananas. I love it. Team Meatball, Team IKEA. That would be easy to make. But you're really good at doing the jerseys. Every time you send me one, I'm like, man, that actually looks pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's the bread and butter there for me.
Yeah, I enjoy doing these. So we do have a few more nationalities we could try. We have our enforcer draft. I had another one. I thought. Let me look. I had.
And if anyone is watching this and has suggestions, again, let us know.
A name draft. We could draft the funniest, dumbest names throughout like history.
Like Jeff Bookaboom.
Yutaka Fukafuji.
Yeah.
Right.
LA Kings legend.
We always talk about Darren Pupa. Right. You got some doozies there, right? But we'd have to make some like really strict rules of like who you can pick. Cause like I would love to take Robin Big Snake, but he wasn't NHLer. Or like Colton Yellowhorn.
Yeah.
There's some good ones. So we can do that. That's another one too. We got the nationalities. We've got Forcer draft. We'll do any. We could do like a franchise draft. So you can only pick players from a certain franchise.
Yeah.
We've talked about that where you could, I'm going to take, 1985 Steve Yzerman, right? Or I'm going to take, 1997 Brandon Shanahan. So you can like fill out your roster that way throughout history. So if you take one of the iterations of that player, you can't take
98 Chris Osgood.
Yeah. If you wanted to do that, right? So that would be kind of fun to do. We can do that. We can do it for the Canucks too.
It'd be interesting to do that for a team like that doesn't have as much history, like a newer team,
yeah, like Minnesota or something.
Yeah, or even like if you want to give a little more history, like Florida.
Yeah, like where you're going over like 30 years, where it's like that'd be kind of interesting too. And we can put some parameters on that as well, right? And be like, well, maybe since we were born 89, 90, like go from there on.
Yeah.
And put a team together that way.
You have to be alive for the player to be player has to be alive from when. Or you have to be alive from when, so you can't take 85. We can't take 85 Yzerman. We have to take at least.
No, I'd have to take. You have to take like 1991 Steve Yzerman or something.
Yeah.
Wearing the barber pole Detroit jerseys.
So that would be a great reverse retro.
We'll see what they do. I'm not looking forward to it because the last one they did.
A couple of other teams had theirs leaked, I think, already.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing. Like with the Islanders and they're like the fisherman logo. It's like, why is there no teal? Like, just give the fans what they want, you dummies. Like, stop fucking around. Just give them what they want. There's no reason not to. Like, tell me the reason not. Like, we're going to take the teal out. It's not in our colors. Who cares? Just do it. If Detroit does a black jersey, I riot. I hate.
Oh, you said that last time? Yeah.
Yeah, and
anyone that thinks it would be good, go to Walmart then. Like, just go buy it at Walmart. It's a Walmart jersey. Detroit doesn't like. I would rather see them bring back the barber pole, something like the Winter Classic, or even the Stadium Series, which I wasn't a fan of at first.
I liked it because it was different. If you like a black Red Wings jersey, you're so soft you probably wave bye to your pee when you flush. That's just what I'm saying. Bye, I'll miss you.
And they name it
10 ply. So yeah, so we'll get into a lot of that stuff. There hasn't been anything huge going on in the league, so that's what we'll be doing. And
just up there shit on the toilet.
On the toilet. Watch Letterkenny and Shoresy because they're hilarious. And a lot of our references come from that. So from Bobo and Bushy and Bob, see you next time in the next draft. Follow us on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, where I won't be posting anything. Bobo might, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll try to do that.
And anytime,
a little more than we did our TikToks.
Yeah, on YouTube, anywhere you can get podcasts, Spotify, Apple Pods, anything like that, you can find our show. So, but we do not have a website anymore. There's potentially going to be news about where we might end up. We didn't find we were using the website that much, and neither was anyone else. So going from there.
So apologies to our friends there in Sweden that were reviewing, and
the one guy in Germany.
Yes. Sorry, Hans.
Auf Wiedersehen for now. It's Healthy Scratch, the Bushy and Bobo Show. We'll talk to you soon.
Deuces.